How's how sorting helps us? Let's say we want to make a bell. Okay, so we have to look for the basic principle of bell. So what is the basic principle of bell? It produces sound. So we have a few options over here. We can have a metal or a paper or a piece of cloth. Okay, if I want to make a paper, so out of these options, which option will we choose? Obviously, we'll choose metal because it produces sound. Whereas a wood or a piece of paper or a cloth is not going to produce any kind of sound. Only the metal will produce sound. So, what is the basic principle of making the use of a bell? It needs to produce sound. Okay, that is the reason why sorting materials is necessary. Sorting of material help us to identify the characteristics of material that we are going to make use of to make a particular object. So entire process of sorting materials become convenient. Under that, so how we are going to sort out? We are there are few properties of material. According to the properties of material, we are just going to select them to make particular object. And the properties are like appearance, then hardness, solubility, and transparency. So we'll see one by one. So property of material appearance. Okay, appearance are nothing but the external feature. Okay, like shape, size, or color. Comparing two objects. Here, can you compare? Seeing, can you compare two objects? This is wood. Okay, and this is gold. Okay, this gold is something called lustrous. Okay, luster or wood is something dull. Gold is shiny, wood is something dull. So dull. So wood comes under non-lustrous, gold comes under lustrous. Okay, so seeing the object, we can obviously to make any jewelries or ornaments, we'll just go for this material. Okay, if we are going to make some table, chairs, all these kinds of things, we'll go for this kind of material. So seeing the object, appearance of the object, we are just going to decide what materials needed to make what kind of objects. Okay, so appearance of metals. Metal in their pure state have luster. Luster is nothing but shine, like gold, silver, copper, zinc, okay, aluminium, iron, sodium, sodium, calcium, and nickel. Okay, they have their own property called luster. Next is hardness. Properties of hardness. Okay, so properties of hardness. However, some materials don't have uh, when you touch them, you feel the softness. For example, a teddy bear, a soft toys, when you touch them, it feels very soft. Whereas when you touch any hard object like wood or glass or any metal, it will be very hard to compress. Okay, so soft things you can compress them. Okay, whereas hard things, they cannot be compressed, they're very difficult to compress. Soft materials can also be easily stretched. Okay, as well as they can be compressed very easily. So basically the hardness is divided into two types. The properties of hardness is divided into two types. One is hard, the other one is soft. So here are a few examples of hard, like table, wooden table, plastic or bowl. Soft like cotton, okay, fabric or woolen cloth. Okay, so these are the things that comes under hardness. So when you press different materials with hand, some of them may be hard to compress, some may be easily compressed. Okay, so when you take a metal key, when you try to fold it or you try to change the shape, obviously you will not be able to do it. Okay, so whereas when you take a rubber band or a clay, when you just try to compress it, when you try to change the shape, you can do it. Okay, so an appearance, materials can have different properties like luster, hardness, softness or roughness. Okay,